Hey everyone, welcome to the weekly update here at Fishy Business. There are a lot of things to talk about this week, and there are a lot of things going on. Robert Major, you are the one who won the Sarah O'Nips from last week's video. Every week in the video somewhere, I talk about a specific product and its uses and things like that. Well, if you haven't noticed, every single week in the video, we give that away to one of the people that comments below. If you make a comment, anything about Fishy Business, anything you want to talk about tanks or anything like that, we will enter you into a separate competition to win whatever said product I'm talking about. This week is no different. Also, we've given away a tank every single week this year on our YouTube channel on Sunday afternoon. And we're going to continue that this week. If you hang in there at the end of the video, I'm going to talk about that. And there is yet a third giveaway to talk about this week, which you'll see shortly. So let's get on to the video and get on to the business.
Hi everybody, Richard here again with our fish of the week. This week we have selected the sailfin mollies. These are the largest of the live bears that are readily available in our world, and males are pretty flashy. Huge dorsal fin, and when they get excited they will throw it out trying to attract the women. Typically you want one male for every 2 or 3 females so he can I don't know how to put that. We'll leave that alone. Sorry, Chuck. These guys like harder water. They like a higher pH. Some people will use aquarium salts. Some people will use buffers. And even cichlid lake salts can bring out very good colors in them. Great little fish, but they will eat plants and vegetation, so fair warning on that.
All right, so real quick before we get too deep into the video, I want you to see that we have more driftwood than we have ever had, ever. There are more things to decorate your tanks than Fishy Business has ever had in almost a 40-year history. And there are so many different styles, types. It's just an endless amount or array of driftwood and plants and things to decorate your tank. So definitely, if you have been trying to refurbish that tank or do something, this is a great time. Driftwood is 20% off right now. Okay, so in the product spotlight today, one of my favorite products and something that you need whether you're in saltwater or freshwater. A wave maker. Might seem redundant or different within freshwater, but all fish live in a certain amount of water motion. And though filters provide that, though you can get it from other things, it is great to have an external source. One of the other cool things about wave makers is that if you do lose power in your main filter, you've still got something oxygenating the tank. And the SICCE VOYAGER is a great way to do that. We love SICCE, we use their products. They're long lasting, they're fantastic. They might be part of a giveaway this week, depending on what comments you make. So yeah, wave maker.
Diana with your plant spotlight of the week. This week we're going to be talking about Hygo Japan. Your Hygo Japan is basically like a mini pennywort. It's going to grow up and it's going to have those little lily pads that go up to the top of the tank. We have some right here and it looks great. It's one of my favorite plants. I always recommend having your substrate specifically meant for plants to make it as easy as possible for you to grow. Fertilization is key in this plant, but otherwise they're relatively easy. Hey y'all, so this week Flounder and I are going to be showing you what we got in this week. We got a lot of cool stuff, some stuff that we haven't seen in a while, so make sure you come and check it out. Alrighty, we got in this beautiful purple wrasse-hen. These guys can get over a foot in an awesome wrasse eddy tank to add some color. They will eat inverts, so be aware of that. Absolutely stunning. First time we've seen one in a while, so come and check them out. Alright, we got these zebra barred gobies. These are awesome little community schooling fish. They are very peaceful. They get around 5 inches and are reef safe. They're a great little fish to add to any aquarium. Alrighty, so we got our big-eyed squirrelfish. This guy's going to get a little under 10 inches. He is reef safe with caution. He may decide he wants to nibble on some corals or inverts on occasion. They are venomous, kind of like your fox faces, so be careful sticking your hand in the tank. Alright, we got a copper band butterfly. This guy will get about 8 inches. They eat Aptasia in the wild and they will eat it in your tank, but once they're out, they can starve. So always ask if the one that you're looking at is eating frozen, as getting them to eat frozen can be a little difficult. Alrighty, so we got a blue angel. They're gonna get around 1.5 feet. They are not reef safe, as their mouth is made to open up clams, eat inverts, along with corals. This is a very beautiful fish. This is a juvenile, so they will color up beautifully once they get older. Alrighty, I of course had to talk about Diana's hogfish. They stay around 7 inches. They are not reef safe, as they will eat your inverts and corals. They can get a little rambunctious, so make sure we choose tank mix wisely. Alrighty, we got this maroon clown right here. This was a trade-in. They can get up to 6 inches, are reef safe, but they are one of the more aggressive clownfish, so make sure we are keeping this gal with some guys that can hold their own. She is absolutely stunning.
So here's a sidebar in the middle of the video. We are now starting another giveaway. So we've got the giveaway during the video that deals with the comments. We have a video that deals with coming in here and putting a ticket in. Now we have a third giveaway, and this one is geared just for kids. So between the ages of 4 and 12, if you are a kid or you have a kid and you want to get them involved in something fun at Fishy Business, all you got to do is bring them by, and they can enter their own separate competition to win every week. This week, we have a beta tank, which is a great tank for a kid to start with, or a kid to have as an extra tank, or you to have because you brought your kid in. So there's a lot of different ways to win here at Fishy Business, and we want to involve the whole family in what it is we're doing here. It's a cool hobby. There's science. There's a lot to learn. And we want to make sure that kids can have fun as well, because I was working here on Monday and almost every person who came in had a kid, and I felt bad that they didn't have their own competition. So you do now, starting this week. So come by Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, or come by all 4 days and you can get a free ticket. You do not have to purchase anything, and you can possibly win a tank.
Hi, it's Kevin. I'm going to show you some of the coolest stuff I got in this week on freshwater fish. We have an excellent selection of nano fish in particular, but also too, I want to show you the new koi that we got. We have a full line of koi right now. Most of the biggest ones are about 6 to 8 inches, and then I've got like a 4 to 5 inch size as well in the vat. We've got other sizes of pond fish as well, including shabunkins and sarasa comets. This week, I wanted to showcase a lot of the different nano fish, the little tiny fish that we have. Starting here with one of the smallest of all. These are little chili rasaboras. Do really well in any small nano tank. They have excellent color. These guys seldom reach even 3/4 of an inch maximum size. One of the coolest little nano fish, catfish that you can get are the little stone catfish. These little guys don't get but about 1 inch long. They are really cute. They scavenge on meaty foods off the bottom, preferably small pellets. Another really cool nano fish I got are the emerald eye rasabora. This is a very hardy strain of rasabora. They stay relatively small but get larger than the chilies, of course. They usually top out about 1 inch or so maximum size. Sometimes they reach a little, about maybe 1.5 inches. Really cool scavenger for you here. We've got some wonderful looking striped butterfly loaches. These guys are fussy of the over water quality, so make sure that you don't have a high nitrate and that your pH stays consistently neutral to slightly alkaline for these guys for best results. They also live mostly off of biofilm in the tank. You will need to supplement their diet with algae wafers. One of the coolest freshwater oddballs I got in this week, I got in some really nice size tire track eels. These are in the spiny eel family. They generally will top out around 20 inches or so in captivity. I got in some awesome size firemouth Miki cichlids. These are a South American cichlid that stays relatively small, pretty territorial though, so be careful choosing tank mates for these guys. They usually max out about 5 to 6 inches, but I've seen specimens larger than that. We got in a beautiful selection of green tiger barbs. This is a different color more from the regular tiger barb. Also pictured are some albino tiger barbs as well, which are really cool for contrast. These guys are really incredibly colored, good size. They do best if you keep them in groups of 5 or more. I got in two types of my favorite Haplochromis cichlids in this week. I got into VC10s Malomos. Those look fantastic. I'll also have some of the Hapmoris. These guys are also called a dolphin head cichlid. They look similar to a white-lipped Madoka, but it's not the same fish. We got in an awesome Cory cat. This is one of my personal favorites. This is the Sturby Cory. They look somewhat similar to a Julii Cory, but they've got orange pectoral fins. They're really showy. We've got some really nice looking little gold honey dwarfs. These are yellow with nice orange fins on them. I also have in some sunset honey dwarfs as well that have a lot more orange in them. These came in really outstanding. I got in some awesome looking little tank raised Eliade cichlids. These are also known as a spot cheek cichlid. They max out about 4 inches or so maximum size. They do well with large bodied community fish like Serpe tetras or something like that, or maybe some semi-aggressive rosy barbs or something like that as a dither fish. These guys are relatives of a firemouth, but not nearly as aggressive as a firemouth. Much smaller mouth, much smaller attitude.
Today's coral of the week, I'll be your Hayden for the day. I apologize for that. We have the Favias. These are two different types. These are encrusting brain corals, great for medium to low light. They can be semi-aggressive, so give them a little room to spread out. And you can notice some of their little feeder tentacles are out. They're ready for breakfast.
Okay, it's that fateful moment at the end of the video. We are giving away this 30-gallon bow front. It comes with a canister filter. It comes with a top, lights, stand, and a whole bunch of goodies that came with it. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, or all four, you can come in. There is no purchase required to win. You just have to be local because you have to be able to come pick it up. We do the drawing every Sunday after we close, and this tank could be yours. So thank you for watching the video. God bless. Have a great week. We will be back here with some more cool stuff next week. Lots of things are happening here at Fishy Business. This is our time of the year, so stay tuned.